If you are a woman over 60, I need you to hear this clearly. You can drink water every day, stay hydrated, use creams faithfully, and still wake up wondering why your skin looks thinner, drier, more fragile, and somehow older than it did the night before. You may even be doing everything you were told was right. But what no one has explained to you is this. After 60, your skin is not aging because of dryness. It is aging because your water is missing the one thing that actually delivers collagen and hydration into your skin. Let me repeat this because it surprises nearly every woman I work with. Your skin is not starving for more water. It is starving for circulation. The fine lines, the sagging, the lack of glow, the crepey texture on the neck or around the jawline, the way makeup sits differently than before. These are not just signs of time. They are signs that your skin is not receiving the oxygen, collagen, and nutrients it once did. And this happens even if you hydrate all day long. I am Dr. Lisa Perriera, a board-certified gynecologist with more than 30 years of experience caring for women throughout menopause and beyond. And I am here to tell you something very few skincare companies will ever mention. After 60, your skin does not simply lose moisture, it loses delivery. Collagen does not reach the surface unless your blood can carry it there. Hydration means nothing if circulation cannot move it. Thousands of women tell me the same story. They are eating well, drinking water, taking collagen, using creams they have trusted for years. But something has changed. Their skin does not respond the way it used to. It feels thin. It looks tired. It loses its natural fullness. And they begin to wonder if they are doing something wrong. You are not doing anything wrong. Your body has shifted. And once you understand how that shift works, everything you do for your skin finally starts to make sense again. Here is the truth. After menopause, your nitric oxide levels, the molecule that opens your blood vessels and delivers collagen, can drop by more than half. When that happens, hydration sits in your body, but it does not reach your skin. Collagen stays in your system, but it does not reach the fibroblasts responsible for rebuilding firmness. Your creams moisturize the surface, but the deeper layers that give your skin structure remain untouched. That is why women say, I feel hydrated, but I look older. Because hydration without circulation cannot restore the skin you once knew. Today, I am going to show you a gentle, completely natural way to turn ordinary water into a delivery system. A way to help your water carry collagen, oxygen, and nutrients directly into the dermal layers where firmness and glow are actually created. No expensive treatments. No complicated routines, just small additions that support your body's biology in a way that becomes more important after 60 than ever before. Before we continue, I would love to know where you are watching from. Women from all across the United States, Canada, Australia, and the UK join us here, and your comments help guide the topics I create. And make sure you stay with me until the end, because there is one ingredient combination that quietly transforms mature skin faster than almost anything I have seen. Now take a deep breath with me. Because the secret to bringing life back to your skin does not begin with creams or collagen. It begins with the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open and carry all of that nourishment exactly where it needs to go. Once you understand this, you will finally understand why your skin has been aging faster than your reflection deserves. When women over 60 begin to feel that their skin is changing faster than they expected, it almost always starts with the same subtle signals. Makeup no longer sits smoothly. The cheeks begin to look a little flatter. The skin around the eyes softens, and fine lines that used to disappear with moisturizer now linger throughout the day. Many women describe it as if their face has slowly lost its inner fullness, and that feeling is not imagined. It is biological. After menopause, when nitric oxide levels fall sharply, something important happens beneath the surface of your skin. Your blood vessels begin to tighten. Microcirculation slows. And the fibroblasts, the tiny cells responsible for building collagen, enter a kind of sleep. Without enough oxygen and nutrients reaching them, these cells simply do not rebuild the way they once did. They are not damaged. They are not failing. They are underdelivered. This is why many women tell me, Lisa, I take collagen, I drink water, I moisturize twice a day, but my skin still looks tired. The issue is not the collagen you consume. The issue is the collagen that actually reaches your skin. Hydration can keep you healthy, but only circulation can keep your skin firm, bright, and resilient. Imagine your bloodstream as a highway filled with nutrients. Before menopause, that highway is flowing smoothly. After menopause, certain lanes begin to close. Traffic slows. And the nutrients that once reached your skin effortlessly begin to arrive in smaller and smaller amounts. Even if you increase collagen intake, drink more water, or invest in better creams, the pathway delivering those nutrients has changed. This is why many women feel as though aging suddenly accelerated after 50 or 60, even if they didn't change anything about their lifestyle. Their skin is not drying out. It is starving for delivery. This lack of circulation shows up in the most vulnerable areas first. The neck begins to feel looser, like the skin cannot hold itself the way it used to. The jawline softens. The under-eye area becomes more fragile. The temples lose volume. Even the lips can appear thinner without actually losing hydration. All of this is connected to nitric oxide decline and reduced microcirculation. Some women tell me they feel as though they are doing battle with their skin. But what their skin really needs is not a fight. It needs support. It needs the gentle reopening of the pathways that nourish it. It needs help waking the fibroblasts back up. Because when circulation slows and collagen stops moving, your skin does not get the message to repair. It does not get the message to rebuild. And it certainly does not get the message to restore elasticity. This is why hydration alone has such a limited effect after 60. Plain water hydrates the body, but does not activate blood flow or open the tiny capillaries underneath the surface of your skin. You can be fully hydrated on the inside and still look and feel dry on the outside. Hydration without nitric oxide is like watering a plant without opening the soil. The water sits there, but it does not reach the roots. This is the moment many women start to feel discouraged. They wonder if aging is simply something they have to accept. But aging is not the problem here. Delivery is. You do not need to fight your biology. You simply need to support it in the way it now functions. And here is the hopeful part. Once you restore, even a small amount of nitric oxide circulation begins to open again. Fibroblasts wake up. Collagen delivery improves. Oxygen reaches the dermal layer. And the skin finally begins to respond. Not dramatically. Not overnight. But steadily. Steadily enough that you begin to see and feel changes that remind you of the skin you used to know. In the next part, I am going to explain why plain water cannot accomplish this on its own, and how one simple shift in what you add to your water can change everything about how collagen hydration and nutrients reach your skin. This is the turning point most women never learn about, but once you understand it, your entire approach to skincare becomes simpler and far more effective. This brings us to one of the most overlooked truths in skincare for women over 60. Hydration and circulation are not the same thing. Most women focus on drinking enough water, believing that moisture alone will keep their skin supple. But hydration is only half of the story. Without circulation, the water you drink never reaches the deeper layers of your skin, where firmness, collagen, renewal, and glow are created. Many women tell me they carry a bottle everywhere, drink their 8 glasses a day, and still wake up wondering, why does my skin feel tight and look tired, even when I am hydrated? The reason is simple. Water hydrates your body, but it does not automatically deliver nutrients to your skin. And once nitric oxide levels start to fall, your blood vessels lose their ability to open on command. This means the collagen, vitamins, minerals, and oxygen your skin depends on are moving more slowly, or sometimes not at all. Think of nitric oxide as a signal. When it is abundant, it tells your capillaries to open wide, allowing hydration and nutrients to flow. When it is low, those capillaries stay narrow and less responsive. So even if you are drinking enough water, your skin may not actually be receiving that hydration. This is why some women in their 60s say, "My body feels hydrated, but my skin still looks older," because plain water cannot push its way into the dermal layers if the delivery system is slowing down. This is where a small but powerful shift in your daily hydration can make an enormous difference. When you add gentle, natural nitric oxide activating compounds to your water, that water stops being simple hydration. It becomes delivery. It becomes circulation. It becomes nourishment that actually reaches your skin, not just your body. The question is, what can you add to your water that safely supports nitric oxide without relying on high estrogen levels, which naturally decline after menopause? What can open those tiny capillaries so collagen and oxygen can travel again? The first ingredient I want to share with you is beetroot powder. Beetroot is one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Unlike topical skincare that stays on the surface, beetroot works internally, opening microcirculation beneath the skin. Women who begin adding beetroot to their water often notice changes within the first week or two. A sense of brightness returns to the cheeks. The skin begins to hold moisture differently. Fine lines soften slightly because the skin is no longer being starved from within. What makes beetroot especially helpful for women over 60 is that it bypasses the pathways that depend on estrogen. This means it can stimulate nitric oxide even years after menopause, when estrogen levels are naturally low. And while beetroot helps activate nitric oxide, it does not solve the whole picture. Nitric oxide can break down quickly unless something protects it. That brings us to the second gentle addition, pomegranate powder, or pomegranate extract. Pomegranate is one of nature's most effective protectors of nitric oxide. Its polyphenols help slow the breakdown of nitric oxide in the bloodstream, allowing circulation to stay open longer. This means collagen, oxygen, and hydration continue traveling through your skin for hours instead of minutes. Many women describe their skin feeling sturdier, less fragile, and more evenly toned after adding pomegranate consistently. It is not because pomegranate adds collagen. It is because it helps you keep the collagen you already have. The third ingredient that works beautifully in your water is citrulline from watermelon. Citrulline is a gentle amino acid that your body converts into arginine, which then produces nitric oxide. Unlike arginine pills, which often break down too quickly in digestion, citrulline stays active longer and supports a steady release of nitric oxide throughout the day. This is especially helpful for skin that feels loose around the jawline or thin around the eyes areas where weak circulation shows up first. Each of these ingredients, beetroot, pomegranate, citrulline, does something slightly different, but together they help reopen the delivery system your skin depends on. They support the molecule that brings collagen to life inside your skin, not on the surface. And here's the most encouraging part. When women start to restore nitric oxide gently, they often notice more than just a change in their skin. They tell me their hands look less dry, their lips feel less thin, their face looks more rested, especially in the morning. They feel as though their skin remembered something it had forgotten the ability to renew from within. In the next part, I want to take you deeper into the ingredients that go beyond activation and protection. The ones that repair the very pathways collagen travels through and help your skin stay strong, stable, and resilient day after day. This is the part where true, long-lasting renewal begins. When we talk about supporting circulation after 60, it is not just about activating nitric oxide for a moment. What truly changes the appearance and strength of mature skin is restoring the pathways that carry nutrients through your bloodstream. By the time a woman reaches her mid-50s or 60s, those pathways have endured years of stress, inflammation, hormonal changes, and natural wear. Even if your body is producing collagen, even if you are eating well, those nutrients cannot reach the skin if the tiny blood vessels underneath are stiff, weakened, or inflamed. This is where pine bark extract becomes incredibly meaningful for women in this stage of life. Pine bark, also known as pycnogenol, does something unique. It works on the endothelium, the delicate lining of your blood vessels. Over time, this lining becomes less flexible. It does not open as easily. It does not carry nutrients as smoothly. But pine bark gently repairs this lining, helping restore the elasticity and strength of your microcirculation. It is like repairing the roads before trying to send more traffic through them. Research in postmenopausal women has shown remarkable results. Not temporary plumping, not surface hydration, but true biological improvements. Women taking pine bark experienced increased elasticity in their skin, fewer visible wrinkles, and significantly better hydration retention. And the reason is simple. When the vessels are healthy, everything you give your body reaches your skin. Women often tell me that when they begin adding pine bark to their routine, their entire face seems to respond. Their under-eye area feels less hollow. Their jawline looks better supported. Their skin feels less fragile, especially in the places where time tends to show first. These changes do not come from creams or serums. They come from restoring the delivery system. But even after repairing the vessels and supporting nitric oxide, there is still one more challenge. How do you sustain these improvements so your skin continues receiving nourishment every single day, not just on the days you remember to supplement? That is where ongoing nourishment becomes essential. Leafy greens powder plays a quiet yet powerful role in this. Unlike single-ingredient boosters, leafy greens create consistency. They provide the vitamins, minerals, and natural nitrates that help your skin maintain stability over time. When women in their 60s and 70s begin incorporating leafy greens powder, they often describe their skin as calmer, more even in tone, and less prone to sudden dryness or irritation. These are signs that circulation has become more predictable and that the skin is being fed regularly, not sporadically. Think of leafy greens as the daily care your skin needed, all along the nutrients that support long-term collagen repair. They do not force change, they nourish it. And when used together with beetroot, pomegranate, citrulline, and pine bark, they help create a rhythm of renewal inside your body, a rhythm your skin has not felt in years. Women who combine these simple additions often tell me something that touches me every time I hear it. They say, "Lisa, my skin feels alive again, not young, not artificial, just alive, more responsive, more hydrated, more resilient." And that resilience is what gives your skin the confidence it deserves in this chapter of life. Because this is not about trying to look 30 again. It is about restoring what time and biology have slowly quieted. It is about helping your skin behave the way it was designed to behave long before hormonal changes disrupted the process. When circulation returns, when collagen reaches its destination, when fibroblasts wake up again, your skin shifts from surviving to restoring. In the final part, I want to bring all of this together so you understand not just the science behind these changes, but the hope and empowerment that come with them. Because once you know how to work with your biology instead of against it, caring for your skin becomes easier, gentler, and far more effective than anything you have tried before. When you look at all of these pieces together, a new understanding of aging begins to emerge. Your skin is not losing beauty because you are getting older. It is losing support because the pathways that once carried nourishment to your face have been slowing down quietly for years. Hydration alone cannot reopen those pathways. Creams alone cannot rebuild them. Even collagen alone cannot restore what circulation no longer delivers. But when you give your body what it truly needs, nitric oxide activation vessel repair and consistent nourishment, your skin begins to respond in ways that feel almost surprising. You may notice that your cheeks look a little more lifted, that the fine lines around your eyes soften instead of deepening overnight, that your neck feels less delicate, that your skin tone looks more even. These changes are not cosmetic tricks. They are signs that your biology has woken up again. Your skin is no longer starving. It is being fed, carried, delivered, and supported from within. And mature skin responds beautifully to this kind of gentle, consistent care. Women in their 60s and 70s often tell me that what they truly want is not to look younger. They want to feel like their skin matches the way they feel inside, confident, awake, capable, and still deeply alive. They want their reflection to feel familiar again, not foreign or tired. And that is exactly what happens when circulation improves. Your skin begins to remember how to recover, how to hold moisture, how to rebuild collagen, how to reflect your inner vitality. You are not fighting age. You are restoring function. You are giving your skin the support that declining hormones once provided. And when you do that, everything else becomes easier. Your skincare routine becomes simpler. Your hydration becomes meaningful. Your collagen supplements begin to work the way they were intended, and you begin to see progress that feels earned, steady, and natural. This is the part that brings me the most joy as a physician. Watching women realize that aging was never a defeat. It was a signal, a quiet message from the body asking for a different kind of care. Not more effort, not more products, just the right support delivered in the right way. If this message gave you clarity or helped you understand your skin in a new light, I would love for you to like this video and share it with another woman who deserves to feel empowered, not discouraged, in her 60s and beyond. And tell me in the comments where you are watching from. Women from all across the United States and around the world gather here, and your stories help me guide future videos. And before we close, let me remind you, this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every woman's body is unique. If you are experiencing pain, significant changes, or have personal concerns, please consult with your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves personalized care. Thank you for spending this time with me. You are never too late to support your skin, your health, and your confidence. Your skin still remembers how to renew. It just needed the right invitation.